I was only 5 years old, and I was in kindergarten at the school I was attending. I was in class, and I had asked my teacher if I could be excused from class as I needed to go to the toilet. I was excused, and I walked outside and made my way around to the toilet block, just up from where my classroom was. This toilet block was very old, and it was more like an outhouse than an actual toilet block. I went inside to do my business when I see a massive wolf spider up in the corner of the cubicle. It was staring right at me. It was making its way down to the floor as well. I stood there in horror. I needed to pee, but I couldn't pee while that thing was in there. I managed to overcome my fear and I went to the toilet. But I had to be quick because the spider was almost on the floor now. As soon as I was done, I sprung out of the toilet block, running back to class, telling everyone what I had just saw. The classroom, of course, got rowdy now. The teacher hushed everyone and had called the principal to go and remove it. I don't think he killed it. I'm pretty sure he took it over to the bush across from the oval. There had been many times I had encountered spiders, especially this kind of spider, as they like to come inside and hang around on the walls and freak people out, but never in my life had I seen one this big. I was about 7 years old, and it was a Saturday morning, so no one was up yet. I was always up earlier than everyone else, but then my dad would get up, and then my mum. My brother and sister would sleep in more usually. I had got up to go to the bathroom, and I would have to walk through the lounge room to get there. And as I looked up, I was horrified to see a massive huntsman spider up in the corner of the lounge room walls. This huntsman was huge, and I was scared out of my wits. I ran into Mum and Dad's bedroom and told them about the spider. My dad was getting dressed, and my mum was still in bed. My dad went out into the lounge room to inspect. Holy cow! That's a big one. Haven't seen one that size in years. It's got to be a female. My mum then didn't want to come out of the bedroom until my dad had gotten rid of the spider. If I remember correctly, he moved it across the road into the scrub. Ever since, I had never seen another huntsman that big again. This happened a few years back, while me, my partner and 2 housemates were living in the 3-bedroom house down in the southern suburbs of the city. I had gone outside to take the rubbish out to the bin when I lift the lid to find a big redback spider in its almost invisible web inside the bin lid. Holy crap, I shouted, and I dropped the rubbish in the bin and dropped the lid so I didn't touch the spider. I had never seen one so big and so defined like this one, but I was afraid to touch the bin, as the spider may have moved anywhere inside it. I went inside and told everyone about the spider. Everyone was saying to kill it. I mean, someone was going to have to kill it, but I wanted to show everyone how big and pretty it actually looked. They all come outside and looked. The spider hadn't moved from its position as we opened the lid. I quickly took a photo of it on my phone, and then my partner grabbed a shoe and squished it. It was dead. One bite from one of those can be very painful and can make you really sick. My partner got pest control in to spray for spiders and varmints around the house soon after. One morning, I was at work, and being a cleaner, I also cleaned for a couple of Aldi stores in my area, as well as the school I cleaned at the time. This happened a few years back now, but I had just finished doing all the cleaning scopes for inside the store, and I was now making my way to the warehouse. I had collected all the rubbish that I had to empty from the staff bins and so on, and I was just about to walk out the exit door of the warehouse when I see a big, fat, black spider walking slowly in front of me. Ah, holy crap! I shrieked as I dropped the rubbish bags in horror onto the floor. I took a step back and then I took a photo of it on my phone so I could research the kind of spider it was, as I really had no idea. I've never seen one before. One of the Audi workers started walking my way and seen it and told me to kill it straight away. I grabbed a bale of catalogues sitting close by and I dropped it on the spider. I'm pretty sure that would have done it. I carefully lifted the bale up and the spider was dead, so I swept it out the exit door. After work that morning, I went home and did some research. It turned out it was a mouse spider. Yes, they can be deadly, but very few people have died from a mouse spider bite.